Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and salam wherever you are in the world. I know the time difference can be very great. I'm Barbara Dresner. I'm a member of the MACFEST team in Manchester, UK. Ramadan Kareem to all our Muslim guests, attendees, MACFEST team and artists joining us from around the world. Welcome to MACFEST 2021. We are delighted to celebrate the holy month of Ramadan, of fasting. We are thrilled to present you with 4 special events. We are very excited to take you on a journey around the world to see what Ramadan is like in other countries and to celebrate their cultural heritage at the same time. We are starting with Morocco today. Next Sunday, we will be in Turkey. The following Sunday, we will join you in Dubai. And on the 4th of May, we are going to welcome you joining us in Manchester. Now, before we actually start today, and I introduce our special guests, we would like to show you and to whet your appetite a short film about MACFEST and what we do. So over to our technical wizard Steve to arrange that for you.
يا رسول الله واسقينا بالمدد يا حبيب الله والمدد المدد يا رسول الله واسقينا بالمدد يا حبيب الله اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد عليه السلام اللهم صل على المصطفى حبيبنا محمد على والمدد المدد يا رسول الله واسقينا بالمدد يا حبيب الله والمدد المدد يا رسول الله واسقينا.
I'm now very thrilled to introduce to you our special guest for this event, and it is Dr. Mohammed Ali, who joins us from Bradford in Yorkshire. Now, Dr. Ali has an OBE. He was born in Pakistan and he has lived in the UK since he was 12 or 13 and studied at Huddersfield and Bradford universities. For 10 years, he worked in a variety of newly created posts in the public, private and NGO sectors in the UK and abroad. In 1990, he founded the QED Foundation, a national charity whose aim is to improve the social and economic circumstances of ethnic minorities in the UK. He was awarded the Professor Charles Handley's Alchemist Award, an honorary degree, doctorate, I beg your pardon, by the University of Bradford in 1997, and an OBE by the Queen in 2000 for his work with ethnic minority communities. Mohammed Ali has also held many offices and appointments during the last 3 decades. Some of his current ones include Governor of York St John University, board member of the Employment Related Services Association, and He is an advisory member of the University of Essex Ethnicity and Migration Research Centre on micro-social change. So, a hearty welcome, and over to you, Dr. Ali.
Thank you very much, Barbara. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum, and Ramadan Mubarak. On behalf of MACFEST, its founder and chief executive, and our awesome team of volunteers, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all. This is a special Iftar celebration with our brothers and sisters from Morocco. It is Sunday afternoon during the month of Ramadan. And if you are like me, I take siesta during the month of fasting in the afternoons. So a special welcome and thank you for joining us this afternoon. I know it will be worth it. MACFEST stands for Muslim Arts and Cultural Festival, founded by Qaisra Shahraz, and I'm privileged to be involved with it from its inception 3 years ago. MACFEST is an interfaith initiative that tackles head-on the inaccurate perception of Islam and Muslims as a result of media news stories about us. Research by a leading university in the UK found that for every positive story about Muslims, there are 21 negative ones. So MACFEST, and indeed all of us, have a huge challenge to overcome. MACFEST promotes what Islam really is and what the vast majority of ordinary Muslims are like. It promotes positive images of Islam and Muslims in other faith communities and those with no faith. But I believe it also offers something unique. It brings together diverse Muslim communities from all over the world to share their food, music, arts, and cultural heritage. It shows we have common faith, but also what makes us unique, rich, and diverse, which we are keen to share with everyone. Islam gives great importance to the relationships. As human beings, our relationship based on humanity is what we share with everyone on this planet, irrespective of other people's faith, no faith, color, caste, or background. We as Muslims have additional relationship based on our faith, common faith. We are all brothers and sisters in Islam with belief in one God and Muhammad, peace be upon him, being the last messenger. All of us do our best to live lives according to the will of God. We also have our unique food, arts, music, cultures, and heritage that we are and should be proud of. Here we are, gathered this afternoon to celebrate all this with our brothers and sisters from Morocco. And I look forward to the next hour and a half to what promises to be a memorable afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ali. We are now going to be introduced to our hosts from Morocco. And they are my lovely colleague, Hanane, and her also lovely sister, Aicha Khalfi. Hanane is joining us from Manchester and Aicha from Casablanca in Morocco. And their niece, their gorgeous niece, Zahara, is hopefully joining us from, wait for it, Los Angeles, California, where she's probably struggling to open her eyes as it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, hello, you're there. Lovely, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. So, welcome to a Moroccan Iftar and Moroccan's cultural heritage. So, when Hanane is from Morocco, she has graduated with a BA degree in law, and then she lived in Italy for 17 years, where she discovered another way of life, Italian culture and history. Then 3 years ago, she moved here to Manchester. And 2 years ago, hooray, she joined the MACFEST team. And she is also a support manager with the Heart and Parcel project. Currently, she's studying Level 2 English with Manchester Adult Education Service. She loves spending her free time experimenting with new art forms, creating and editing videos, and writing poetry. Now, Aicha, Hanane's sister, she's living in Morocco, in Casablanca, where I've said, and where she's the director of Bedempek's company, which specializes in lighting and musical instruments. She graduated in Arabic literature and through her work has traveled all around the world, where she has gained much experience and many achievements. Now, before I finally, at long last, hand over to Hanane and her family, I would like to request our audience, please follow MACFEST on our social media, and then you will always be notified of our upcoming events. All our events are free, and we dearly welcome donations because they help us as we're a bit short of funding. Thank you, Hanane. And over to you, which I will introduce with on the Moroccan drums.
Yes.
Welcome.
Was lovely. Okay, thank you, lovely Barbara and Dr. Ali, for this wonderful introduction. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and salam to everybody who joined us today. And Ramadan Mubarak Saeed to all Muslim people around the world. Today, I'm excited to present Moroccan heritage and culture with my sister Aicha Khalfi, which is currently in Morocco. First of all, I want to thank Qaisra Shahraz for giving me this opportunity to share with you Moroccan Ramadan Iftar, and a big thanks to MACFEST team to be such wonderful and supportive group. I'm really glad to be part of the MACFEST team, and a big thanks to my small and big family for supporting me throughout everything I achieved in my life. Also, special thanks to Heart and the Parcel team, including directors, teachers, and learners. Now it's over to you, Aisha, if you present yourself. Yeah.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody, and Ramadan Mubarak to all of you, to all the Muslims around the world. And I'm so pleased to welcome you here in my house to present Moroccan Iftar, and special warm thanks to Qaisra Shahraz, who give us this precious opportunity to take part in parcel in MACFEST 2021, so as to present our Moroccan heritage through this Moroccan Iftar. I would love that you will enjoy all our presentation, and thank you to all of you for attending.
Thank you, Aisha. Just I have to say a few words about my sister, because she's like a mother for me and always have been supporting me mentally and physically. Thanks God for giving me such a wonderful sister like her. Now, our special guest is Zahra. She is my niece and my second daughter. She's a talented and singer-composer living in Los Angeles. She has multiple degrees in finance, marketing, and music. Through MACFEST, Muslim and non-Muslim can connect and talk about their different cultures and beliefs, spreading honey, not hate. As a Muslim woman, I was constantly interacting with the people who have different cultures from mine. Then we learn so much from each other. we leave different stories to share with each other. After a year of big challenges in the testing, Ramadan came bringing hope and faith. But before I start the panel today, I want just to share with you a few information about Ramadan. It is the Arabic name of the holiest Islamic month and one of the 5 pillars of Islam. But the most important thing about Ramadan is not just about food. It's time when Muslims are motivated to give charity, strengthen their relationship with God, and show kindness and self-discipline. Now, are you ready to embrace this Moroccan journey with me? We will start our panel with listening to Quran, especially with these sacred months of Ramadan. I'm really glad to present my dear nephew Mohammed Khalil. He lives in Morocco in Bereshid, so he will read Surah Al-Ma'un. Please, Steve.
Assalamu alaikum wa Ramadan. My name is Mohammed Khalil and I am 7 years old. I live in Morocco. Ramadan Kareem. I'm gonna tell you Surah Al-Ma'un. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. صدق الله العظيم. Goodbye.
Thank you, Muhammad. And mashallah, I'm happy to have him with me today. Now I will talk about my daughter Nada Shafshawi, who painted the Moroccan Iftar. Also, every year she loves to surprise MACFEST with International Women's Day painting. Please, Steve.
المدد المدد يا رسول الله واسقينا بالمدد يا حبيب الله والمدد المدد يا رسول الله واسقينا بالمدد يا حبيب الله اللهم صل على المصطفى.
Thank you, Nada, for this nice painting. Now, I will share with you my poem named Who Am I? The story behind this poem is to answer a simple question when people ask me, where are you from? It refers to Morocco as a unique country and culture. I always believed that when we tell others about who we are, we tend to include where we came from. Please, Steve. من أنا? Who am I? Next. سألوني من أنا؟ قلت أنا جبال الأطلس شموخا. They asked me who am I? I replied the glorious Atlas Mountains. أنا شروق الشمس وفاء. Please. I'm the loyal sunrise. أنا المحيط مستأسدا دودا عن الحمى. أنا الصحراء الأبية فخرا. I'm the overprotective ocean. I'm the stubborn as the proud Sahara Desert. أنا الإسلام عقيدة سمحة هوية وعزا. أنا اللغة العربية عطاء وسخاء. I'm Islam, the religion of peace, tolerance and pride. I'm the rich and abundant Arabic language. أنا جامعة القرويين منهلا وعراقة. I'm the legacy of Qarawiyyin university, source of never-ending knowledge. أنا القفطان أصالة وأنوثة. I'm the kaftan, identity and femininity. حسن الضيافة من شيمي. أن للطائي من جودي وكرمي. Hospitality is my graceful stamp. Not even حاتم الطائي can outshine my generosity. رايتي حمراء بدم الشهداء خصبت. مروجها الخضراء في وسطها تربعت. أملاً تفاؤلاً بغد مشرق أيقنت. My flag imbued with the red blood of our martyrs. Our green meadows squared in the middle. Hopeful and optimistic of a bright tomorrow. سألوني عن موطني. مغرب جذوره ضاربة في العمق الإفريقي وفروعه مشعة إلى الأفق الأوروبي. وطني هو الحشا بداخلي. هو نبض الفؤاد المتجدد. They asked me about my motherland. Morocco is my country deeply rooted in Africa, in his branches overlooking at the European horizon. My homeland, where my soul resides, is the pulse of the reunited hearts. إنها المملكة المغربية. أنا مغربية وأفتخر. It's a Moroccan kingdom. I'm a Moroccan lady and I'm proud of it. Thank you. Now I want the next panel will be Moroccan cities. Morocco is a North African country bordering the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Morocco in Arabic is Al-Maghrib. It means the place where the sun sets. It's a rich culture, blend of Arabic, Berber, European, and African influences. Morocco is one of only 3 kingdoms left on the continent of Africa. In this video, I will travel with you through Moroccan cities and show you why you should visit it. So you can find old imperial cities, gorgeous beaches along the stretching coastlines, diverse mountains, the stunning Sahara Desert. Please enjoy watching. Thank you, Steve. What do you think? Very nice cities, no? Or Morocco. I advise you to visit Morocco because it's one of the most tolerant and stable country where the people are noted for their hospitality and friendly nature. So I have to mention that the song in the video is named Raqsat al-Atlas. It means the Atlas dance was composed by Abdel Qadir al-Rashidi. He is the master of Moroccan rhythm. Thank you. The next presentation is the Moroccan celebrities who changed our lives. I chose to talk about role models from the past and the present because people without knowledge of their past, origin, culture is like a tree without roots, is the quote of the Marcus Garvey. The past experiences and achievements are what we identify with everything we do. It is rooted in the past languages, achievement, customs, and others have all been around for thousands of years, yet continue to have a deep meaning to millions of people in the world today. Please see the presentation. Moroccan who changed our lives. The second, next slide. The first one is Ibn Battuta. He is a jurist and explorer. Again, he is a geographer. Ibn Battuta is a Moroccan explorer of Berber descent. He is known of his extensive travels, accounts published in the Rihla. The Rihla is one of the world-famous travel logs. It describes the people, places, and culture. Over a period of 30 years, Ibn Battuta visited most of the known Islamic world, as well as many non-Muslim lands. His journeys include trips to North Africa, the Horn of Africa, West Africa, and Eastern Europe in the West, and to the Middle East, South Asia, Central Asia, Southeast Asia, and China in the East. A distance surpassing threefold is near contemporary Marco Polo. Ibn Battuta is considered to be among the great travelers for all time. The second one is Rashid Yazami. He is scientist, engineer, and inventor. Rashid Yazami was born in Fez in Morocco. After graduating for the Grenoble Institute of Technology in France, he obtained a PhD in 1985. In 1980, he was the first to discover the reversible intercalation of lithium into graphite. This discovery, it's really important because led to lithium batteries, which are now used across the globe around the world. We use this every day in our product, like smartphone, camera, watches, and calculators. He was honored with the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2019. The third slide, please. Sayyida Al-Hurra, she is the governor of Tetouan of over 30 years. In 1485, a young girl named Lalla Aisha, she is the daughter of Ali ibn Rashid al-Alami, was born into a wealthy Muslim family. There were turbulent times in Granada while still a young girl. Her family was forced to flee to Morocco after the Spanish Reconquista, a Spanish movement to remove Moors Muslims from Spain. This action would have long-term consequences for the safety of shipping along the coast of North Africa. The family settled in Chefchaouen, Morocco, and though in exile, Lalla Aisha lived the life of privilege, learning languages, theology, mathematics, and other disciplines. She was married in early 16th century, and the Sultan granted her and her husband and other exiles permission to settle in the ruined city of Tetouan. They rebuilt the city, and now Tetouan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Upon her husband's death, she assumed the reins of power in her own right. The way I want to share with you Sayyid al-Hurra, or the governor of Tetouan, because it's a rare occurrence in Islamic society. In Sayyid al-Hurra, literally, it means the Honorable Great Lady Governor of Tetouan. She would be the last queen in Islamic history to rule independently. This it was really rare in our Islamic for in the past. The third one is please okay, Kautar Hafidi. She is a nuclear physicist, raised as a devout Muslim in Morocco's capital Rabat. She is a Moroccan-American experimental nuclear physicist and the Associate Laboratory Director of Physical Sciences and Engineering at Argonne National Laboratory. She is also an advocate of diversity and almost became a professional soccer player when she was 16. Hafidi also leads Argonne's Women in Science and Technology programs that provide leadership and resources to help advance the success of women. Also encourages professional growth, development, and works to promote diversity at all levels within Argonne to create a premier institution for research and development. She was also the chair of American Physical Society's Committee on Status of Women in Physics. Please, next. The last one is Fatima El-Fihri. She is the founder of world's oldest university in the world. Fatima hailed from well-educated and wealthy family in Tunisia. The Al-Fihri family migrated to the city of Fez in Morocco in early 9th century. When her father died, Fatima used the fortune to build a mosque and educational institution for the benefit of her local community. Established in the year 859, the University of Al-Qarawiyyin was the first degree granting educational institute in the world as recognized by UNESCO and Guinness World Record. It became a notable intellectual hub into a range of subjects including history, linguistics, theology, and astronomy, and more. Throughout history, Fatima Al-Fihri has become a symbol of Muslim women's place in academia. She was a testament to one of the fundamental messages of Islam, to encourage believers to seek knowledge, both men and women in the same regard. Thank you for listening. Now, because I think now the next presentation or the next presentation is the Moroccan architecture. Or yes, no, because I think in this presentation, I hope you discover a Moroccan inspiration and the role model for you and your children by modeling a guide to achieving success. Now, I think it's time for entertainment. I want Zara, my niece, to sing a song that I prefer a lot, I love a lot. It's named طلع البدر علينا. It's over to you, Zara, please.
Hello, everybody. Ramadan Kareem, first and foremost. I just want to give a special thanks to the MACFEST team, to Qaisra Shahraz, and to Hanane, my aunt, for organizing this amazing event and for allowing me to be part of it. I am so grateful and so happy to be here with all of you today. And I'm actually going to be singing one of the most popular Islamic poems actually, and it was actually sang for the Prophet Muhammad upon his arrival to the Medina from Mecca by the Ansars. Ansars means the helpers, and they were the natives of the Medina, and they took care of the Prophet and his followers when they arrived from Mecca. So I'm gonna start, and I truly hope you enjoy it. طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة مرحبا يا خير داع أنت شمس أنت بدر أنت نور على نور أنت مصباح الثريا يا حبيبي يا رسول قالت أقمار التياجي قل لأرباب الغرام كل من يعشق محمد في أمان وسلام طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Zahra. Really, I want more, but if you want to give a little bit of the Dayatasanna, please.
Of course.
Yeah.
لما بدا يتثنى لما بدا يتثنى أمان 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 حبي جمال فثنى أمان 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 أمان.
Die, finish, please finish. Finish the verse.
بلا خدا سرنا أو ما بلا خدا سرنا أمان 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 حبي جمال فتنا أمان 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 أمان.
Oh, thank you. I will clap for it.
Thank you so much, Zahra.
I hope you guys enjoyed
Thank
it.
you, Zahra. Thank you. Thank you. Now, the next presentation is the Moroccan architecture's worldly renewed for its charm, character, and qualities that are in part due to its mysterious architecture. Despite the agitated history of immigration and military conquest, the country has managed to preserve most of its artistic and cultural heritage. Zahra, please, Steve, share with us the PowerPoint. Zahra, is over to you.
So now we're going to talk about Morocco's architecture. I would love to get the first. Okay, awesome. Who influenced Morocco's architecture? Morocco has a unique location and therefore has been influenced by many cultures throughout time, which can be reflected in the architecture. Over the centuries, the country had been formed by a mixture of European colonizers, Arabic neighbors, and African tribes traveling through the country. All these influences have created a rich cultural mix that is unlike any other and is reflected in the country's architecture. In modern Morocco, we can see many different architectural designs, but the strongest influence throughout is Islam, where the decor and building guidelines have been influenced and have directed the construction and decoration of the buildings in many parts of Morocco for centuries. Hispano-Moorish architecture also took roots in Morocco during the Almoravid dynasty. Thus, a mixture of these two architectural styles can be detected throughout many of the cities. Now we're going to talk about the design components. Even though the country experienced a turbulent history, luckily most of its artistic heritage has survived, with many UNESCO World Heritage sites protecting its heritage for the future. Components of the architecture have a strong Islamic influence. This can be seen by the elaborate geometric patterns, colorful zilij, which is a ceramic tile mosaic, and ornamental Islamic calligraphy of Quranic verses. Many open courtyards holding exquisite gardens are often found at the center of buildings. These were constructed to provide places for privacy and relaxation. The Hispano-Moorish style features prominently the main components, which include sharp white walls, large domes, and stucco roofs among arches, blended with Islamic style buildings such as mosques and madrasas, which are Quranic schools, make for a beautiful, unique, and tasteful architecture. Can I have the next slide, please? Thank you. Now we're going to talk about mosques. Mosques are arguably Morocco's most important structures. In every city, village, or town, no matter how small, you will find at least one mosque with a tall minaret towering over the city, with walls and fountains covered in green and white zilij, and a beautifully adorned mihrab, which is a niche indicating the direction to Mecca, in stucco and marble. It is no wonder visitors find Moroccan mosques to be the epitome of Moroccan architecture. For some of the most exquisite examples of Moroccan mosques, you should visit the spiritual city of Fez, particularly the Al-Qarawiyyin Mosque. Keep in mind that only Hassan II Mosque in Casablanca and Tilmal Mosque in the rural high Atlas Mountains are open for non-Muslims to tour inside the buildings. And now we're going to talk about riyads. Traditional homes in Morocco are called riyads. As private residences, they were built with seclusion in mind. All rooms are open to a courtyard, which guarantee family privacy. Courtyards have often a fountain and orange or lemon trees. Depending on the family's wealth, the riyad might be decorated with magnificent zilij and stucco work. Many ancient riyads have been renovated recently in Marrakesh and Essaouira, and plenty have been repurposed today as hotels and restaurants. Now we're going to talk about Kasbah of Udayas in Rabat. A type of Medina, the Kasbah is a fortified city built for defensive purposes. Besides their extraordinary size, Kasbahs are quite impressive and were typically built in harmony with their surroundings. The massive outer walls and all the buildings inside easily blend into the background with their tan-colored exterior. The simple construction materials used enabled the interiors to stay warm in winter and cool in summer. Can I have the next slide, please? Thank you. Now we're going to talk about madrasas, which are usually religious schools. And here we can see that we have the pictures of the Madrasa al-Bunaniya, which is one of the most renowned madrasas in the spiritual city of Fez. So more than just schools of religious teachings, madrasas were true thriving centers of the studies of law, philosophy, and astrology. With exquisitely handcrafted ornaments covering every inch of the building surfaces, it becomes difficult to pick out just one element, hall, or design whose beauty stands out from all the rest. Every room is beautifully decorated with marble floors, green zalige tiles, along with carvings of handcrafted stuccos, geometrical designs, and artistic calligraphy. The finest example of stunning craftsmanship can be found in the carved cedar, where every last inch has been intricately carved to produce a beautiful work of art. Now we're going to talk about the most important elements of the classic Moroccan interiors. The first one we have is plaster. The plaster used for sculpting is called gyps or gyps in Moroccan, with the gypsum extracted abundantly from quarries in Safi, Asni, Meknès, and Ouazzane. The second element we have is wood or woodwork. It can be found in both urbanized and more traditional areas of Morocco. The woodwork serves as the main finishing. This intricate woodwork can be found on various surfaces of buildings, especially the interiors such as walls, ceilings, windows, galleries, and balconies. We also have ceramics. A wide variety of ceramics is produced in Morocco. The painted and deglazed ceramics are used for architectural work and tableware. Some are commonly used as roof tiling and decorative zalige tile work. The process of tiling, arranging, and cutting them requires expertise to deliver a detailed piece of work. And last but not least, we have our last element, which is metal or metalwork. Copper, bronze, iron, and brass are materials commonly used for studs, doorknobs, window frames, and door frames, as well as room partitions. And that concludes our section on Morocco's architecture. I truly hope you've learned a thing or two about the architecture and the beauty of it all. And I hope you get the chance to visit it for yourself and marvel at the beauty of everything. And I'll hand it over to Hanane right now.
Thank you, Zahra. Thank you so much. Thank you. And really, I was thinking, experiencing Moroccan architecture gives me the idea to edit a video showing you Moroccan living rooms where you can find an exciting effervescence and even a touch mythical, filled with bright magnetic colors, intricate with geometric pattern and diverse textures. In the video will be a collection of some traditional and modern living rooms that celebrate the timeless Moroccan spirit in different ways. Enjoy the exciting ride. Steve, please.
والشكا والمفزع يا من خزائن رزقه فإن الخير عندك أجمع يا من خزائن رزقه في قول كن أمن فإن الخير عندك أجمع
Thank you so much, Steve. Yes, it's true that the architecture and interior design are filled with a special energy and beauty, which is in common for a lot of cultures, but still so magnetic by colors, patterns, and textile. I have to mention about the song. It's in the video. It is Andalusian's classic song. It's considered one of the famous Islamic religious songs in Morocco, named El-Fiyashia. The next presentation, it's dress. This is my favorite topic as a woman. How we can talk about Morocco without sharing with you the particularity of Moroccan traditional dress that continues to be an important cultural identity. It symbolizes women's simplicity, sophistication, femininity, beauty, and delicacy. Women around the world are now considering the Moroccan dress more of universal attire that matches all and every distinctive criteria of beauty and high quality worldwide. Please. Moroccan traditional clothes. The second slide, Steve, please, is a kaftan. The kaftan is a famous clothes in Morocco. The word of kaftan has a Persian origin. It existed already in 600 BC. Above all, it has been a symbol of imperialism in the past. For example, the Ottoman sultans used to wear kaftan very often. The first time that the kaftan was introduced in Morocco was in the 16th century. The clothing arrived when Muslims and Jewish immigrated from Andalusia. In Europe, kaftans started to be popular in the middle of 20th century. In such cases, handmade kaftans are crafted to match the individual style of every person. Nowadays, the kaftan is an iconic outfit seen in the red carpet, celebrations, and the wedding. The next, please, is the jalaba. Jalaba are deeply rooted in Berber culture and history. The designs were much simpler back in the day, and the jalaba in Amazigh was based on neutral scheme of colors, mostly whites with minimal stripes. The choices are endless, especially with the rising number of aspiring Moroccan fashion designers and their ardent desire to revive this style of attire. With the use of extravagant embroidery like pearl, fabrics like organza, as well as tassels, the urbanized jalaba rises from the ashes of the passé trend to become a powerful force of contemporary Moroccan fashion. The next slide is the takshita. Takshita is two pieces dress. The first layer is called tahtiya, which resembles a simple traditional kaftan without ornaments. The takshita is usually worn with a jewelry in gold or silver decorated with the precious stones such as diamonds and rubies. The second layer, it's dfina, something like an open and transparent kaftan with beautiful embroidery. This is our traditional bridal dresses in Morocco. As you can see in the picture, there are different bridal dresses, from the north to south, from the east to west, and there are many customs which the Moroccan bride performs. Like in the first one, in the white takshita, is the first dress the bride will wear in the wedding. The second one is Amazigh. The third one is Sahrawi. The fourth one is Festi, is from the north. Shamali is from the Rabat, the blue one. And the last one is the dress from the bride wear in the henna. Please. Yes, the traditional Moroccan wedding is full of fascinating customs and elaborate process, from the henna party to the wedding food. Centrally, the most enchanting element in the wedding dresses a bride in Morocco will choose. Just like a wedding in any other country, the Moroccan bride is treated like a queen from the start of the wedding until the end of the night. The bride wears several different traditional Moroccan wedding dresses that represent different regions. In this picture, you can see is a henna dress, is in the green and the gold kaftans. In the henna party, the negafa, it's mean the lady who dressed the bride, decorates the bride with bride's hand and feet with the beautiful henna designs, believed to bring good luck. It's a party that both the bride and groom's family attend. The negafa or her assistants also decorate the hands of most girls attending with a henna tattoo. Please, Steve. As you can see in those three pictures, there is a bride from Fez, from north. The libsa is named Libsa Fasiya. Is a traditional dress from Fez region, also called the great outfit because it's too heavy. It's a large size in the shape and accompanying elaborate jewelry characterized with the type of a wedding dress. It can be white, red, or green. The traditional dress can be difficult for the bride to wear due to its heaviness and the large number of components. As you can see, there is a lot of jewelry, lot of components. But despite this, its challenges, Moroccan brides insist on wearing the dress for its beauty in the history because it's a historical dress while entering in the Amaria. In the second picture is from the north. From the north, the bride traditionally wear shidda, all in her head named shidda, in her wedding day to present purity and beauty, like other wedding dress in Morocco. Please, Steve, the second one. As you can see, we have three pictures. We have Amazigh, we have Sahrawi, and we have from the north another picture. The Sousiya or Amazigh is the dress came from the region of Souss or other Amazigh is Berber regions. The bride wears a special kaftan style and white and silver crown on her head, as you can see in the picture. She also dons silver bracelet and Amazigh earring. Finally, she puts on a silver belt in the Amazigh sharbil. The Sahrawi is the dress is composed of melhfa, which is 4 meters wide and no more than 61 centimeters in length. Like many others within dresses in Morocco, it comes in numerous colors and designs. These colors and the pattern recall attire that the typical Sahrawi woman wears wherever she goes. The dress is highlighted by splendid traditional accessory and jewelry. Please. This is the best one. This is in our wedding when the arrive of the bride with Ammaria. The guests at Moroccan wedding arrived early and gathered at their respective table. The groom enters with his family and they all wait for the bride. Her entrance is one of the most beautiful and fun moments of the wedding. The bride arrived like this in the Ammaria, carried by 4 or 6 men, wearing a beautiful white traditional takshita, or the Ammaria is an elegant, often elaborate platform. The groom leads the party inside as the bride waves and the guests share and clap to the rhythm of the music. Please, the next one. This is a video I applied. In the video, you will be able to witness everything that I just talked to you through. Please, Steve, apply the video now. The video in PowerPoint in this slide, please. Steve. In the last slide, there is a video.
Yeah, I don't think that's working, Hanane. Sorry, we might have to move on.
Okay. I can't show you in the last one. Okay, in the last video. Okay.
If we manage to get it working, we can show it later.
Okay, we can show it later. Now we have to move in the next video is our Moroccan Iftar table by my sister Aisha. If you want to say something, Aisha. or maybe with okay. The next video is about Ramadan tradition in Morocco. A typical day of Ramadan in Morocco begins with the Nafar calls, keeps Moroccan tradition alive. Despite technological revolutions in recent decades, some Moroccans still depend on the Nafar, who volunteer to walk down Moroccan streets to wake up people for the suhoor, the pre-dawn meal consumed by Muslims before Adhan al-Fajr during Ramadan. And after Iftar, the sounding of cannons marks the end of the fasting day that they might now eat in the drink. Of course, in the video I will show you after, there is the Adhan al-Maghrib, that we should break our fasting. So I want to share with you this video is the Moroccan version Adhan by the famous religious Moroccan singer Rachid Gholam. Please the video, please.
نوصل أهلا لأن رمضان يجمعنا لأن رمضان يجمعنا أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله
Okay, thank you. This is the next will be the Moroccan Iftar table that all of you are waiting, presented by my sister Aisha in Morocco. It's over to you, Aisha, if you want to stay in Arabic. مرحبا بكم جميعا في مائدة رمضانية لرمضان مبارك سعيد. Okay.
So مرحبا بكم جميعا في بيتي المتواضع. Welcome all of you, and I hope I tried my best to give you a global idea about Moroccan gastronomical heritage, which is characterized by its diversity and its richness due to the interaction and interaction of different cultures and such as Amazigh, Arabic, Andalusia, and Europe, as you mentioned in your interference, Hanan. So I hope you enjoy my trial to give you a very global idea about our rich gastronomy.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. And please, Steve.
Morocco is one of the among a lot of cultures which put more emphasis on food during this month of fasting. So, immediately after Adhan, we try to break our fasting with dates and almonds juice mixed with milk according to Sunnah, just water and dates, and then everybody go for Salat al-Maghrib. Once the Salat is over, everybody come back to join this well served table that includes all what restore energy after a long day of fasting. As you may see here, we have a lot of beverages. So we have orange juice, strawberry juice, milk, and almond juice, and the national beverage tea, mint. So everybody will find his choice, so he can find what he is looking for. So we serve it in this way. Okay. And after this, we pass to what we call Moroccan harira. Moroccan harira is kind of, as you can see here, it's a kind of tomato and lentil soup with chickpeas, with meat, and it's very caloric and very, very beneficial for the health. So it's a must try that Moroccan table should hold. After Moroccan soup, we pass to our national dish, which is couscous. As you can see, we have a lot of ways to prepare it, but here we choose the tfaya, which is caramelized onion with raisin, with the chickpeas and semolina, as you may see here. And we add some carrots if somebody wants, but in general it's the way we prepare it. Then we have tagine. We have tagine, beef tagine, decorated with sesame seeds and prune and nuts. Then we have Moroccan salads, as you see, cauliflower, bees, carrots, and courgettes. And then we have the Moroccan pastilla, which this is chicken Moroccan pastilla, because it is done with chicken and fried almonds, fried crushed almonds, as you can see here. And we do envelope it with this pastry, and then decorate it with cinnamon and honey and sugar. Also we have seafood pastilla, which is considered to be prestigious dish. It is done out of seafood and white sea meat. So any kind of fish that has white meat can be used here, as you can see. Decorate and it's flavored with hot sauce and some lemon. And we do it in very big ceremonies, like marriages, like special occasions, like feast, like. Then we have chicken tagine. As you can see, it is done out of onion, olives, and fried chicken. Also, it's very special and typically Moroccan. We can use it in special occasions and also in Ramadan. And here we have what we call eggs and khliya. Eggs and khliya. This recipe is typically Farsi. It comes from Fez. It is preserved meat with eggs. We use it during Iftar, or we can use it a day long as a light dish. Also, we have rolled, this kind of rolled. So I let you know how they are done. They are Spanish and 4 kind of cheese rolled in this thin pastry called warqa. Warqa in Arabic we say warqa, and they are fried. It's very delicious and typically Ramadan dish. Also, we have what we call brewet. Brewet is something done with the salty flavor, between salty and sweet flavor of chicken, and it's enrolled in this thin and crispy pastry called waka too. And also it is served in big ceremonies and and in Ramadan especially. So you cannot find a table for Ramadan where you cannot find what we call brewet. The name is brewet. Then I forgot to say also that this kind of pastilla is a magical combination between sweets and salt, because it has paste of fried and crushed almonds, cinnamon, honey, and then chicken. So it's also done in big ceremonies and special occasions. And then we come back, we arrive to the fish. This is the typical way of preparing fish here in Morocco. So we do open the fish from the back, and we do stuffing of seafruits such as calamares, such as shrimps, and olives, Chinese vermicelli, and then with some tomato, with some potato, pepper, red pepper, and then tomato sauce, which is to some extent hot sauce, and it's really a good, delicious plate. So we arrive to Moroccan pancake, as you see. It's a must dish during Ramadan that can be eaten. It's handmade and homemade. It can be eaten with the sauce of butter and milk, as you see, and it must be hot. Must be. Then we come back. We end our table with this, what we call sello. Sello is a very typical flavor of fried crushed almonds, sesame seeds, and brown flour, matched with honey. And it's known for its boosting values. So with this we can resist for a long day of fasting. So this we can have it now, or we can have it before dawn, before Adhan al-Fajr. So we can have a good energy to spend a long day of fasting. And as you see here, we have dried fig. We have boiled eggs too, and that's it. So you are welcome to join us and to join Morocco anytime you want. I give you an open invitation. Anyone who comes from my sister, he is so welcome. And thank you everybody for the time you give to attend this and to see what I hope I can deeply satisfy your curiosity.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Aisha. This is a real feast, and thank you for hard work to preparing this table. And I want to thank Asma and Hafida who helped my sister to prepare everything. Thank you so much. And what do you think? Moroccan food or Moroccan iftar? I want in the comments. What do you think? And the story about before. Now I think the wedding video, dress video is working. Please, Steve, if you want to share it.
شمس العاشي قد غربت واستعبرت عيني من الفرقة على الشفق قد سطرت حين غيبت زاد العشيق شوقا حتى الطيور قد غردت وترنمت ترثي على الورقة يا شمس العشية أمهل لا تغب بالله رفقا هيا اجتمع بيا حتى زدتني في القلب شوقا ترافق عليا إني في الملح قد زدت عشقا في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب ووجه الملح مثل الثريا والساقي مؤدب يسقي بالأواني البندقية صففوا القطع وزيدوا نغنموها العشية صففوا القطع وزيدوا نغنموها العشية كلنا كأس في يده يغتنم ساعة هنية كلنا كأس في يده يغتنم ساعة هنية يا شمس العشية أمهل لا تغيب بالله رفقا أنا كلي ملك لكم أنا كلي ملك لكم سادتي أنتم لمن أنا عبد اشتريتموه راخصا بلا ثمن طاني طناي يا لبان يا اللبان هنانا 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 يا شمس العشية أمهل لا تغيب بالله رفقا هيا اجتمع بيا حتى زدتني في القلب شوقا ترافق عليا إني في الملح قد زدت عشقا في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب في الوادي المذهب
Thank you so much, Steve, for applying the video because I want to share with them this video, especially because it's collecting everything about our Moroccan wedding. I have just to mention about the song. The song in the video is named Shams al-Ashiya. It's mean evening sun. It's one of the most popular songs sung on holiday in our celebration, especially in the wedding. And at the end of the panel, I want just to share with you a little surprise because this year all of the events were digital because of the pandemic. So we missed a lot of things like taking pictures together and the cutting cake and meet each other. But I especially missed this ambience. But still, we have a digital. It's nice to share our panel. Then I will share with you MACFEST 2021 cutting cake from my home to all the attendees, all the people who watching us, join us around the world, telling you our hashtag, MACFEST hashtag, spreading honey, not hate. Am I right, Qaisra?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for that cake.
Thank you, thank you. This is MACFEST 2021 cake from my home, my homemade, and I wish it's nice, work well, well prepared. And what can I say? Thank you so much for today. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, all people who join us around the world. And friend, family, I know from France, from Netherlands, from Switzerland, from America, from Morocco, from India, from Pakistan. What can I say? I don't need to miss any country, but thank you so much again. Please follow our MACFEST event in Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. And I hope I deliver what the Moroccan Iftar or maybe our culture heritage that deserve it. And thank you so much. It's over to you, Qaisra, now.
Okay, Hanan, what can I say? Absolutely, absolutely amazing. I'm lost for words. I had a taste of this when you shared some of this, and I knew a feast was waiting for me. It's been absolutely phenomenal, absolutely amazing. So before I forget, Ramadan Mubarak to all our attendees who have joined us on this Sunday, and if they're fasting. And I think Asha, what a table, Asha. What a table, all the different dishes, the cakes, the pastry, the pies. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you have put into this to make this for us. And I'm sure a lot of people were saying they're hungry, they really are. And thank you so much to Zahra for joining us all the way. And particularly Zahra, you got up at about 4 o'clock in the morning in Los Angeles. You probably not had your breakfast. You've had probably your sari. You've got an amazing voice. So thank you so much for taking part and for supporting your auntie. Hanan has done a phenomenal job. And I want to tell the attendees, Hanan is part of our MACFEST team. And we are all giving some of our team members opportunity to take part in the festival. And this was her turn. And as you can, I wish you were all here. We want to give her big round of applause. Everybody. Okay, absolutely amazing. Thank you also, Hanan, for the cake. That was a real icing on the cake. We've not been able to actually cut any cakes this year. So thank you for baking a cake for MACFEST. And obviously, I'm sure you enjoyed baking it and you will eat it and enjoy
Yes,
it.
of course. Because with the I want just to thank the last thing, Qaisra, please, and forgive me to interrupting you.
No
I
problem.
just want to thank all our team, Heart and the Parcel team, the ladies who supported me in all the events. I know they were there, they are chatting, they are saying comments, and the manager as well. And thank you, Qaisra, so much.
No, you're welcome. I want to thank Steve as well. He's been hosting us throughout all these PowerPoints, as he's always done. Barbara for that lovely, wonderful introduction. And our guest speaker, special Dr. Ali, who gave that lovely speech and background. And he's really smitten with Morocco. He's put lots of comments about wanting to find a Moroccan restaurant and thinking for a trip to Morocco. So we're all sold to Morocco, and I know people want to go there. So overall, it's been absolutely an amazing feast. So thank you to all of you. Now I want to finally say thank you to all our attendees who've joined us. Now, if you enjoyed that, then please do join us next week, next Sunday, for an amazing journey to Turkey. And we've got Fatima Soykan, who's been attending this afternoon, and I'm sure they're going to deliver an amazing feast as well. Fatima from Manchester, Tugba, a musician from Istanbul, and Asha, an artist, famous artist from Istanbul. So wait and watch next week at 2 p.m. So for the moment, thank you so much. Goodbye and Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Kareem.